Okay, guys. Um. Okay, so here we are. Pokémon Presents, which is let me just take that off. So what it is, last week we got a handful of news, including the DLC that went live. Zeraora was in raids, which can be shiny, but you cannot catch it. Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Cafe, and Pokemon Smile all got revealed in the same thing. Now, last week he also teased that there were going to be a brand new title being revealed. Many people speculated Let's Go games, which I highly doubt it. This guy on 4chan said it was coming out in November, which I highly doubt it because of the DLC, because of Crown Tundra. I don't see that anytime soon. He also stated, the guy on 4chan, stating that Pokemon Snap would come out in July. I highly doubt that. I don't think Pokemon would bring out all these games all at once. They're they're limited to how many games we can get. I mean, we've got Pokemon Smile, we've got Pokemon Cafe, we've got the DLC Part 2 coming out soon. I would suggest it's because I don't think it's a mobile game because it's 11. This thing is 11 minutes long, and for it to be just one mobile game, I don't see it happening. It's either something for the Switch. It'll be something for Switch. Maybe, hopefully, we might get a release date for the Crown Tundra. We don't know. So, but what people have speculated that this trailer or this live stream is actually just based on one game and one game only. We already knew about Detective Pikachu last year. We knew it was in development. Last year. I don't see it being Pokemon Sleep. I don't see it being Let's Go. I do see it being Diamond and Pearl remakes because of the way it's been, because it's nearly 50. Next year be, next year be 15 years since Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out. Because normally they do a main series game, and since they didn't do a third series on Sword and Shield, that they decided to do a DLC, like on Crown Tundra and other stuff as well. So there's 57 minutes to go until it starts. Just less than an hour. That's what I think. What I think is that it's not going to be Let's Go games. The reason why I don't think it's Let's Go, because of it wasn't a huge success. It wasn't a huge success, and many people were complaining about the mechanics. Of the game. You know, that there wasn't any competitiveness in the game. There was a bit, but not too much. Not like Sword and Shield, and you know, like we've got like VGC and we've got Smogon and We've got other stuff like Showdown and all that. But it lacked, there was no way you could put items on a Pokemon. There was no way you could even train a Pokemon. There was no way, the only thing that it kept in was they replaced the DVs with IVs. So that still was good. A lot of certain moves were cancelled. So like Generation 1 moves were in it. In my thing, I mean, in Let's Go there was no in Let's Go games there was no breeding mechanic, so you couldn't breed a flawless Pokemon. I mean, even though there was things like huge Pokemon and small Pokemon, I don't see it being a thing. I don't see Let's Go really being the main stage. I mean, I would suggest maybe they've not. I mean, to be honest, I mean, we got like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. We got Fire Red, Leaf Green in 2004. Then we got the third game of Ruby and Sapphire in 2005. In 2010, we got Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But also we got like in 2014, we got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was like 11 years after Ruby and Sapphire in the UK and in America and Canada, but was actually 12 years in Japan because it came out in 2002 in Japan. So I was like thinking, well, there's got to be a Diamond and Pearl remake somewhere. I know some people say, I don't like Diamond and Pearl. It wasn't the best generation. I really like what, like exploring caves and all that and see where it's going to take you, like Mount Coronet. And even if they were going to do a Diamond and Pearl, I would actually put in Arceus, as a DLC. So then when you buy the DLC, you can actually unlock the Azure Flute. Because it was so hard to get Arceus. Because so some people actually missed the Arceus event that was being distributed in both America, Japan, and the UK. Luckily, I went to a game to actually get the Arceus. It was like I think you had to pre-order Pokemon Black and White, I think. But you could still get the Arceus. But it was like they also gave you a figurine as well for going to the event, but you had to pre-order Pokemon Black and White. So I did, and I got the Arceus. So I really don't think there's going to be a Let's Go game. I highly doubt it because many people were like speculating it's Detective Pikachu 2. No, they've already said that's in the works. They've already said if you watch the present, it states that it's a brand new title, revealing a title. I mean, they won't say, "Oh, it's Detective Pikachu 2." We knew it was in the works well before the movie came out. We knew it was going to happen. So that's in the works. And then many people speculating it's Pokemon Sleep. Why would they put Pokemon Sleep in an 11-minute thing? This is a big title, not a small title, not a small mobile game. I don't think it's a mobile game because it's too long. The trailer, I mean, X and Y, which was 13 minutes long. like, because we got like the history of Pokemon, brief history of all the games that came out in that year, in the years, so from 96 to 2012. And then we got two brand new titles are coming out, Pokemon X and Pokemon Y in 2013, but that was Nintendo Direct, which is also done by Nintendo as well. So I don't think, many people say, I don't think it's a main series game. But why would they put it on an 11-minute? So it's like, I mean, with the new releases that came out, like, we knew about the DLC. The DLC's been out for a week now. So the DLC's been out for a week. And, all we knew about Pokemon Snap is just a brief trailer. Pokemon Cafe came out last night. It's quite charming, quite cute. I'm up to 7. I think Cafe 7 or something. But this is a brand new game. Also, Pokemon Smile is out as well. Pokemon Smile is for children whose parents are actually having a hard time trying to brush the kids' teeth. So, getting that is actually really, really cool. It's actually a really great thing. I haven't downloaded it, so I don't know what it's like anyway. So it's mainly for kids. It's just mainly for children. I like preschoolers and stuff and all that. Also, Pokemon Snap, which many suggest that it was, coming out July 10th, which I kind of think it was. Oh crap! Oh, all right, we've got a Sharpedo up his butt. So yeah, like many people say, it's a Let's Go game. It's not a Let's Go game. If it was a Let's Go game, I don't think, and it were coming out in November, I highly doubt people would buy the DLC. People would actually push the DLC up, away, and go straight for Johto. So I don't think Nintendo would be that crazy of releasing stuff. I don't think it, but many people are speculating it's Pokken 2, which I don't think what they call it would do that. Also, Pokemon Snap is not made by HAL Laboratory again. I think it's made by Bandai Namco. So, which is kind of cool because it's not made by HAL Laboratory, which is used to be really, really well. They've done a few games for like Kirby, Mario, Super Smash, and now Pokemon Snap. But I think Bandai Namco has took it over, Pokemon Snap, and going to release it. I would like to see it for Nintendo Switch as well as an arcade game as well. So like when you take the pictures, you can actually photo, like take the pictures and actually get them through the photo thing. So that might be really, really cool. Other than that, I don't see it. Many people say it's a mobile game. It's not. If it were a mobile game, it'd be like around about 5-6 minutes long. This is an 11-minute stream. This is an 11-minute video. So I don't see him focusing on one mobile game. If it's just a one mobile title, I don't see it being that. It'll be something for the Nintendo Switch, for sure, in my case. I just don't want people to be excited, get too excited and say, it's a Let's Go game. I don't want people to be disappointed and say, well, they did this to us. They actually teased us, Let's Go. It could have been just a coincidence. It could have been just, because, that might have been there since before the crisis. So maybe they've not changed it because they've been working either from home. So it could have been just, and some of them plushies are actually quite recent. So I wouldn't suggest it's a Let's Go game. I mean, many people speculated, like that, and they were wrong. It's like with when they were saying about the new Eevee form, when there was I think they were lined up, the plushies, and the plushie Eevee evolutions, and they all stated it's a new Eevee form, and then it teased Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. So I don't see it being Let's Go. I just don't want people to be upset if it's not. Because I mean, I know they're good at hinting stuff. And many people have posted, because they also take into consideration about the recent, tweets and stuff from Junichi or from whoever from Game Freak. That could mean anything. That basically could mean anything. It doesn't mean that, it's a Let's Go game. You can't just say that. But also, did you know that all of the Pokemon have also been leaked in the Crown Tundra DCL, so DLC? So it could be that. So you never know, because all the starters are coming back from the previous generations. So generations 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 as well. So yeah, oh great, I'm matching. So yeah, I mean, you've got all the legendary dogs, which hopefully are going to make a comeback. You've got the Lugia Ho-Ho, Mewtwo, which are all in the DLC as well. So I don't know why people are actually really, really excited for a Let's Go game. They're going, we just have to wait and see. There's only 41 minutes to go. So yeah. Just got to wait and see what it is. But isn't that great not to know what it is, and people speculating on 4chan? That's the site I don't like, because they even said about the Crown Tundra that we would get a trailer, and it never happened. A trailer, yeah. And they said that we're going to get new megas or new Galarian forms. Not the ones that have been announced, like the Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, or the Slowpoke, Slowbro, Slowking. So yeah, I don't see it being that. I don't want people to be excited and then disappointed, because people are going to get really disappointed if they say, "Oh, this is what it is. I can't believe I actually watched it," and then they're going to say it's crap and all that, and then arguments will start. But like what I said, I don't think it'll be a Let's Go game. I don't think it will be. Since it's still fresh. Heart Gold So Silver just came out 10 years ago. And I know Fire Red Leaf Green came out in 2004, so it's 16 years since that came out. So yeah, I don't see it being that. But if you have got some solid evidence that it is Let's Go and not something from 4chan, which in my case is like a bit like a rumour instead of a leak, I would highly appreciate it. Yeah, but like what I said, I don't think it is. I don't think it is Let's Go. Don't think it's Detective Pikachu 2, because we already knew about that. I don't think it's a mobile game, because why would they put 11 minutes on one mobile game? Maybe it's something to do with, it might be, but it did say it was just like one game. Now, many people have also speculated that it could be a Colosseum remake, which would take a hell of a long time to make. But I wouldn't see him being. Unless they've taken it to a next step, maybe, because we haven't. We've had a direct earlier this year, and then we haven't had one since. Because normally we would have, with E3 last week, would have been last week. I just don't see it. Like E3, you would have had maybe some Pokemon content, and then Nintendo Treehouse and all that. But I don't see it being like that. I don't see like, because normally it would have been some of the content would have been pre-recorded, like the Nintendo Direct. So when they did this way back in when what were it now, back 2000 and, I think it was same year the 3DS came out, or year after that, maybe 2012, 2013, when they were talking about video games that are coming out. If it was one game, I would suggest Pokemon Rumble. The reason why, I really liked the Wii version, where you could get shiny Pokemon. I miss that. I actually miss the shiny Pokemon when they brought out Pokemon Rumble Blast and Super Pokemon Rumble and Rumble U. I kind of miss that. But we don't know what it is. What kind of content we'll get. We just don't know. This is what makes it exciting. So, is everybody enjoying the DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield, the Isle of Armor? I'm hoping we'll probably get a release date for Crown Tundra, but I don't want to hold my breath and say, yeah, we're going to get one, and then we don't. I just don't want to hold my breath and say, yeah, we're going to get a Crown Tundra release, which I would actually really like Crown Tundra, release date. Probably maybe, I would say around about November 18th, since November 18th lands on a Wednesday, so a bit like what they did with the Isle of Armor, they released it June 17th. And it would make a lot of sense anyway to release it then. Because Isle of Armor came out on a Wednesday, and normally Pokemon games come out on a Friday. So it's like, yeah. We've got a little heat wave in the UK at the moment. They say it could go up to about in the 30s later on in the week, which is going to be dreadful for people who, like elderly people and kids as well. Won't be long, another 22 minutes to go until it starts. After this live stream, I'll probably get something to eat because I am starving. Thursday I'm not doing out. Friday I'm going out. Going to the supermarket to pick up the DLC for my other Switch, actually, and then heading back. I'm just gonna get right back. I'm gonna make a cup of tea. Okay, so 9 minutes to go until we find out what this game is. We don't know. But don't get don't get overexcited if it's just a spin-off game. You know, it might be just a spin-off game. It might be Mystery Dungeon, which I don't think they'll be releasing another Mystery Dungeon. Anyway, because they haven't been doing Mystery Dungeons every. I mean, it's been 10 years. Is it 10 years? I think it was 2009 or 2000. No, 2000 was it? No, I think it was 2000 and something. I can't remember. I think it was Generation 3. But the Mystery Dungeon games was the last Pokemon games to go on to the Game Boy Advance. Man, it's so warm. It's about 28 degrees in here. I wish I had a freaking fan, because my fan broke. It exploded. One of the actual fan just went. Yeah, it just blew. You know I'm alright. I mean, everybody's alright. It's just the fan is worse off. Eight minutes to go. A minute. Yeah, just waiting for it. 7 minutes to go. Oh, God. I don't want to get overexcited. That's the only thing. I don't want to get overexcited. Because if I'm overexcited, that's, I just don't want to be. When there's a brand new game coming out, and I'm like thinking, you know, do I get overexcited? So it could be just, it can be anything. It can be, I just hope it's not Detective Pikachu 2, because, we already knew about the game anyway. We already knew about the game. It could be like Detective Pikachu 2, the disappearing Pokemon. Or it could be like... Because didn't Detective Pikachu... a bit like his father, where... he goes missing and they have to try and find him. I know that they said they were having talks of making more Pokemon movies in 3D and live action movies, which I think is really, really good. But what you really want to do is do the main focus, play the, try and do a movie based on the video games like Red. God. It's like anticipation, isn't it? You've got to try and think of the anticipation. And it's like, yeah, it's coming out. It's like, yeah, but I just don't want to go overexcited and then it's like literally, calm yourself. It's only one game. No, because it's different to Sword and Shield, which Sword and Shield are actually 2 games, but they're actually the same game, just different Pokemon, just different box Pokemon as well. And that's it. I think you can easily buy one Pokemon game and actually complete the Pokedex by trading people, or even getting, what they call it. I mean, I really want a Diamond and Pearl remake. I mean, I know it's over. I don't want to over exaggerate and all that and say, yes, there is a Pokemon game coming out. Yes, it's Diamond and Pearl. No, it doesn't have new forms of Dialga and Palkia. I'm just checking, see if there's no Sharpedo coming at me. I tell you something, I do like Sharpedo, but I like its hidden ability, which is Speed Boost. I can hear him. Wait. No, I can't hear him. There's no Sharpedo. I thought I heard him. Because you can easily hear him behind your, when you're riding on water as well. And it looks like it's good news for people. Oh, great, we've got Sharpedo. It looks like it's great news for Zeraora. People who have done in the raids to get Zeraora. In June 30th, you will be able to get a shiny Zeraora in Pokemon Home. But you have to do the following, you know, like you did with the 3 starter Pokemon. You know, where you take a Pokemon out or deposit a Pokemon in Pokemon Home, you'll be able to get the shiny Zeraora. So it's a simple task, really. It's a simple task. Oh, great. We've got another Sharpedo. Alright, 2 minutes to go. Oh, God, the anticipation is real. I hate anticipation, especially when you're in the sun. I hate anticipation when you're in the sun because I feel a lot hotter now. Because it's about 28 degrees out there and it's not getting any cooler. And when you get too overexcited, that's it. It's so warm. I don't want to get overexcited because I start sweating really, really bad. I literally sweat, you know. Normally I sweat on my neck, on my arms, and basically on my head. And I really sweat on my head. Sometimes you can even see it dripping. It's like 60 seconds to go. Just under a minute. All right. This is insane. This is actually insane, guys. This is new information from Pokemon themselves. Called Pokémon Presents by Pokemon. We watched it last week where they revealed Pokemon Smile, Pokemon Snap 2, or Pokemon Snap. New Pokemon Snap. I don't know why they call it New Pokemon Snap. I would have been more better with Pokemon Snap 2. Or Pokemon Snap it. Okay. Right. Let's get this hype started. Yeah, it will begin shortly. Just, okay, so... A minute. There we go. You have to restart it. Sorry about that. My mistake. Here we go. Oh, the hype is real. Yes. Just less than a... Just... Who's excited? Jesus, I'm sweating already. I started sweating, man. Here we go. Oh, the hype train. Come on. I want to see what this new video game is. It'd be right funny if it's Poké Park. That'd be right weird. You know, Poké Park for the Nintendo Switch, isn't it? I mean, it wasn't a very good game, but it had great graphics. Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Hello. I'm Tsunekazu Ishihara from the Pokémon Company. Pokemon Cafe Mix was just released today.
Yeah, we know. I downloaded it and it's
I hope you're all enjoying it.
Yes.
Today, I would like to tell you about a new project we have been working on.
Okay.
To begin, please take a look at this video.
All right. It's a question mark. Oh, it's like a bit like the what they call it, isn't it? A bit like the games we used to have. You know, like the what they call it before. Battle together. This is about like the world, you know, world championships mixed with WoW. What? What is this game? Pokémon Unite.
I'm happy to announce the first strategic team-based Pokemon battle game, Pokémon Unite. We have partnered with Tencent to develop this game, and I would like to invite Stephen Ma from Tencent to tell you more. Stephen, it's all yours.
Mr. Ishihara, thank you for the kind introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm Stephen Ma from Tencent. As a Pokemon fan myself, I'm really happy to be able to announce this project. The Unite in Pokémon Unite represents the gameplay concept of players coming together with a shared goal. Through our shared pursuit of innovative gameplay and quality, Tencent and the Pokémon Company have united with the goal of creating a new game that could be enjoyed by all. At Tencent Games, we are committed to our search for undiscovered potential in game development, and this also holds true in our partnership with the Pokémon Company. This is why we have assigned Timmy Studios, a team with 11 years of game development experience that has worked on many hit titles, to this project. I am confident that this collaboration between Timmy Studios and the Pokémon Company is sure to spark new creativity and bring about all new gameplay experiences that will surprise and delight all players. Thank you.
Stephen, thank you very much. The development concept behind Pokemon Unite was to create a cooperative Pokemon game that anyone could pick up and enjoy immediately. It also has a lot of depth to be played over and over again. Tencent Games Timmy Studios specializes in team-based battle games, and we have fused that with Pokemon to create an all-new experience in Pokemon Unite. Next, I would like to have the producer of Pokemon Unite, Mr. Hoshino, show more of the game to you all.
I'm Masaaki Hoshino from the Pokémon Company, producer of Pokémon Unite. Allow me to go over some of the basics. The biggest defining trait of the game is its real-time team battles, featuring the most Pokémon seen in a single battle yet, with 2 teams of 5 Pokémon each. Players team up and cooperate together to defeat the opposing team. This is the layout
They're
of
like
the battle
weird
arena.
Shadow Legends as well.
Your team's side is on the left, while your opponent's side is on the right. On each team's side, there are a total of 5 goals, or scoring areas. Catch wild Pokémon that inhabit the field to score points.
Wouldn't it be really cool if you could catch shiny Pokemon and then get
The
more
goal of
points?
the game is to score more points than your opponents within the time limit. The Pokémon you control begins each battle at level 1. By defeating wild Pokémon in the field, your Pokémon will increase in level and even evolve, as well as learn new moves. You get to choose which moves your Pokémon learns as it levels up. Focus on close-range attacks, or choose to optimize for long-range capabilities. Even with the same Pokémon, you can choose how you want to battle. Once you reach a high enough level, you can unlock moves unique to this game called Unite moves. Some can deal a lot of damage to multiple opponents at once. Each
Wow.
Pokémon has a different Unite move with powerful effects. Choosing when to use your Unite move and attempting to read when the opponent will
When we
use
all thought
theirs
it was down
is
in
part of the
remake.
excitement of the match. Use tactics
Oh,
like
let's go.
surrounding opponents that approach your base, or sneaking around back to the opponent's side's goal to score while a teammate has the opponent's attention. Teamwork is very important in order to defeat your opponents. To make it easier for players to enjoy battling with others in Pokémon Unite, we will be releasing it as a free-to-start game for Nintendo Switch and mobile devices. The game will also support cross-platform play. I hope you will look forward to the release of Pokémon Unite.
Since this is the first strategic team-based Pokemon battle game, I imagine some of you may be wondering how the game will actually play. Well, I'd like to show you some gameplay with 10 players. Here is the group who will be joining my team.
中川翔子です。
Oh.
みんなと一緒にやるの楽しみです。
こんばんは、松丸亮吾です。ポケモンの新ゲームが遊べるということで、すっごくワクワクしてます。頑張ります。
こんばんは、WCS2019 ポッケン世界チャンピオンの岸田
Oh,
博
he
樹です。
was the world
本日はよろし
champion
くお願いします。
on Pokémon
こんばん
Tournament.
は、はじめ社長です。今日は頑張ります。よろしくお願いします。
Wow.
And here are our opponents.
大家晚上好，我是双语声优刘金洛
Voice
PK。
actress.
今天和我一起组队的是宝可梦公司的各位朋友。加油加油！
I'm going to focus on playing, so I'll turn it over to our 2 commentators.
I'm Corey, and I'll be your commentator for today's match.
よろしくお願いいたします。
And I have the producer of the game, Mr. Hoshino, here too to provide commentary.
Thanks, I'm happy to join you.
And with that, let's get the match started.
スタートです。
オッケー。わあ、絶対勝ちたい。どうしようかな。
Now our players are choosing their
どうし
Pokemon.
よう悩むな。
僕ルカリを使います。
僕リザードにします。
カメックスいきます。
可愛いのでカビゴンで。
While there are no type advantages in Pokemon Unite, each Pokemon has different traits and abilities, so your choice is important.
Both teams have locked in their Pokemon picks.
強そうこのチーム。
いや、ゲンガー怖いな。よし。皆さんお願いします。
The battle begins as all of the Pokemon rush out from the starting area.
やばい、待って。野生のステレグモが超強い。
お、倒しましたね。
As we can see, our players are catching lots of wild Pokemon.
ちょっと点数入れます。お願いします。誰か援護入れました。
And we have our first score of the game.
進化しました。
カメイラになってる尻尾かわいい。
Mr. Ishihara's Squirtle has evolved into a Wartortle.
ごめんなさい。
His HP is running very low.
Oh, God.
If you retreat to a goal on your side, you can recover your HP.
Talonflame has its sights on Pikachu. Pikachu couldn't get away, and
Poor
Talonflame
Pikachu.
got the KO.
Pikachu, I got Pikachu. Good fight.
Even if your Pokemon is knocked out, it will recover after a brief amount of time.
Oh, so
Snorlax is trying to
yeah,
score
it's a
a
bit
goal,
like
but the
the
opposing
normal
team's
fighting games
Clefable
like
and
Destiny.
Talonflame are trying to put a stop to it.
If you get attacked while trying to score, you will be interrupted.
Charmeleon is in trouble, being chased down by 3 opponents. And here comes Mr. Ishihara's Wartortle with a
He's ganging
Skull
up
Bash
on
and
poor
Hydro Pump
Charmeleon.
combo.
What an amazing play. They expertly surrounded their opponents.
よし。
だんだん石原社長が救世主に。いや、ナイスです。21点、入れ。
And with that score, the goal was destroyed.
相手の転送装置壊す
With
な。
the goal destroyed,
Kinda
the
looks
opponents have fewer
entertaining.
healing spots.
進化しました、リザードン。
And here comes a Unite move. Talonflame is knocked out, and Charizard unleashes a Fire Blast.
うわー、今バイアローが一人で70ポイントゲットしてた。
70ポイント。あ、でも1点差だ。
いつの間に？
We're approaching the end of the match with Team Ishihara in the lead.
All points scored in the final 2 minutes are doubled. There's no telling who will end up winning this match.
Matsumaru has a lot of points saved up, and he's sending his Charizard in for a goal. And he scores a massive score for the team. This might decide the match. As we near the end of the match, we see Mr. Ishihara's team approaching the goal on the opponent's side. And here is Snorlax with a Unite move, and Blastoise unleashing a Unite move of its own. They are overwhelming that Venusaur. Only 10 seconds left on the clock now. Can Team Ishihara do it?
入れないよ。
いけるか。
And that's the game! Mr. Ishihara's team are the winners!
I didn't know
But
who
it's
was going to
shattered
win
after that.
right up until the very end. What a thrilling battle.
Yeah, I'll be tired after that.
As you can see, it took a lot of teamwork to emerge victorious. Thanks to all of our players and commentators today. We are hard at work on Pokémon Unite to make it a game that we hope all of you will love. We look forward to sharing more details in the future about when we plan to launch the game. Thank you again for tuning in today.
So there you go. No Let's Go, no Detective Pikachu, no Diamond and Pearl remakes. So I'll see you guys soon.